Hey, it's Adam. Hey, it's Adam. Today I want to do a little bit of maintenance on my Unraid server. Let's have a look. I mean, as far as bodge jobs go, this is getting up there a bit, eh? Righty, so this big boy, I built it about 7 months ago, which means it's probably got about 7 months worth of dust inside of it. Certainly has some dust on the back. And here, amongst all the ports. It's bloody heavy. Alrighty. So, here's the drive bays. They're full at the moment. I actually want to upgrade one of these drives. I've already put the new drive in here and done the pre-clear on it, so it's ready to go. I need to pull the old drive, put the new one in its place. I want to clean out all the dust. I want to clean the heatsink here. As you can see, let me turn it so you can see it. As you can see, I decided to install it with the fan in pull configuration so that it'd be easier to clean the heatsink. All the dust should collect on this side, which it looks like it has. The fins on the fan are only a little bit dusty. Cards, it's pretty good in here actually. All the back vents are all covered in dust, so I'll get in, I'll clean all the fans, the heatsink, get all the dust out. And there's another thing I need to do with the SSDs. They're really causing me grief. Yeah, it's got 8 hard drives in it and it's a big steel case, it's heavy. Alrighty, cable nightmare. A little bit. Right, so I think this is the new drive. I just need to verify. I think down here is the old drive I need to replace. I've got the serial numbers and whatnot so I can double check. These are the SSDs I've got troubles with. I've got 3 of them in here, 2 in there and 1 just hanging out down there because there's nowhere to put it. Problems I have with them is they overheat whenever you use them. They're garbage. BX500 from Crucial, do not buy. They have no DRAM cache, or very little. As soon as you start writing to it, they start overheating and then they slow right down. So that's the problem I have. The cases are plastic, so there's no heat dissipation there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can open them, see what's in there. Maybe I can attach heat sinks to the chips. Maybe just having it open will let the convection cool them a little bit better. Failing all that, I'll just have to buy new ones. Now, these are my cache drives, so they're in use anytime something's written to the array. This is my download drive, so you know it's busy when I'm downloading Linux ISOs. So let me pull this drive, I believe it's the one, P3. It's got these nice rails so you can just slide them out. So yeah, 8 terabyte, it doesn't have much dust on it, that's definitely the one. Let me just double check the serial number on my phone. Z3, that's the one. So that's the newie. Old one is a 4 terabyte, ends in ZL. Now which order did I put them in? This is top drive. It's a 4 terabyte. So what does that mean? I thought I put them in order when I put them in here. So the bottom one should be the parity drive. Then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one's 7. But that doesn't make sense because 7th drive on my array is 8 terabytes. Let's check this one. Maybe I didn't put them in order. 4TB Seagate. Ends in N1, so that's not it. Good idea to label your drives. Seagate, 4TB ZL. Let's double check the whole thing. TZL. That's the one. Alright, so that one comes out. This one goes in its place. Unraid makes it nice and easy to upgrade your drives. You just put a new drive in. It says, oh, you got a new drive in here. And then offers to rebuild the data from the old one onto the new one. Right, I like to leave one interface free so that when I get a new drive, I can slip it in there, start the pre-clear process, and then when that's done, I can switch them around. So I should pull this out of the rack. There's nothing wrong with this drive. It's just getting a bit small. Alrighty, that's one little job done. Now let's pull one of these Crucial SSDs out. Yeah, they just snap off. Yeah, there we go. Let me just slide this machine out of the way so I've got the desk to work on. Probably adjust the camera a bit. It's reasonably lighter without the side panels on. Alrighty. Good thing you can't see my face now. It must be 34 degrees in here. It's terrible. I'm sweating. Alright, so I don't know about these. I don't know if they're easy to get apart. They might be pressed together. Maybe they're screwed together. Well, obviously I'm not going to destroy the case trying to get them open. Alrighty. Get the screws together. Oh man, I should have brought a drink with me. It's crazy hot. So, let's see. This bottom piece is plastic. Top piece is plastic. Looks like it's just pressed together. Hopefully it's not glued. At this point I don't give a shit about the warranty on these. They were cheap. Should have done some research on them before I bought them. I think the board in here probably takes up about that much space there. And the rest of this is just empty. Frustration level rising. Sweat levels increasing. Alrighty, I'm back. Just had to take a phone call. After that, I decided to just stick my fingernails under the edge there and lift it. And you might notice I've lifted it open a little bit on the edge. So I've got somewhere to start. It's all clips all the way. Don't care if the clips break. Here we go. Here we go. It's inside a Crucial BX500. Not much of it's used. So you've got these two NAND chips here. I hope there's none on the other side, because if there's not, it means I can just put a heatsink here and here, and we might be golden. Should really be using an anti-static strap for this. Oh, there is an ends on the other side. Alright, what are we going to do? If I had some Captain tape, could tape one side. I'd still probably mount this without the case. Just going to get my anti-static gear out. I don't want to screw this thing up. Now that we've gotten this far. Alrighty, so I've just plugged into the power to the server here, didn't turn it on, and I've connected my anti-static strap to it, so I'm grounded. You see, I don't want the thing to be able to, you know, tip over and short out on anything. So if I did mount it that way, what would I do? I need something on this side, maybe to stick it back. I've only got 4 of these little heat sinks. I was at JCar today. I thought, oh, I'll pick up some Raspberry Pi heat sinks just in case I can put them onto these SSDs. So yeah, behold the most expensive Raspberry Pi heat sinks in the world. $7.95 for 2 of them. You buy a set of, like a kit of 3 on AliExpress for 35 cents. So these have got double-sided tape. I can just plonk them straight on. If I did both sides, as I imagine it's the NAND chips heating up, it could be this little thing here, the controller. If it's the controller, then we're golden. I can just put a heatsink on there and we're sweet. Maybe I'll do that as a trial. I'll put a heatsink on the controller, on both of them, and then I'll test them. So I want to be sure I don't short anything else in doing this. Press it down a bit. Alrighty. So unfortunately that was on the bottom. You just install it upside down. Don't bother putting the top on. Put some hot glue or a bit of tape on here to tape it on there. Then I can mount this back in here and slide it in. And I'll just leave it open. It needs that convection for that heatsink to work. I mean, I'm probably going to be coming back in here to do the other drive and find out a better solution for this anyhow, so temporarily I'll have to do it. I'll go and grab my tape. Alrighty. Use a little bit of electrical tape. That'll do. Stick it down. Got some scissors so it stays a bit neat for a change. All it's got to do is hold it in there. A little bit of blue tack probably would have done the trick, to be honest. Don't buy the cheap electrical tape. Thin garbage. Spend a little bit more and get a big roll of the good stuff. I mean, as far as bodge jobs go, this is getting up there a bit, eh? I mean, that'll do. It's on there. The heatsink's the important part. Hopefully it's not the NAND chips that are overheating. If it is, I'll need more heatsinks. Right, so that goes on that way, which means I want this on this way. Put tape over one of those screw holes, so that's okay. Yeah, so my recommendation here is, don't buy these drives in the first place. Crucial BX500. The MX500s are fine, they cost a bit more, they're good drives. The BX ones are garbage. I don't like how close that screw goes into the board is. I'm sure it's fine, but... Alright, that's installed. Also, I forgot to do my damn anti-static strap again. Oh, shh. Alrighty, let's do the next drive. Alright, let's open this bad boy. I'll do it Oh, I had the most success with the other one. Let's get my fingernails under this edge. Pull it till it cracks. Just starts this corner here. Be careful you don't grab the top of the interface there or you'll break the board. Yeah, so if you are unfortunate enough to own some of these drives, this might be a solution for you. At the end of the video I'll do a test and see if the temperatures change at all. Now you know how to open them easily. Yeah, see, when you got it this way, there's a little notch on this side where the screw can go in. If you're flipping it over, that notch doesn't exist. So do not, if you're going to flip it over to put a heatsink on that controller, do not put a screw in this corner. Put tape over it and remember. If this turns out to be the right solution, then when I come back in to do the other drive, I'll hot glue them all. That'll do, see, it doesn't flap around. So look at how much space is free in your solid state drive. How much more storage could they give you if you had the money to pay for it? Instead, what they want to do is fit more on these little chips. 3D NAND, whatever other garbage they're coming up with that slows them down and makes them run hotter. Righty, let's see if I can slide this around so you can see it a bit. Adjusting the camera. There. Now remember, this board is fairly loose in here, it's just held on with tape, so don't go too wild with the cables. Alright, that's plugged in. I can put that side panel on now. Clear the dust out of everything else, and I'll go downstairs, turn it on, and I'll meet you in the Unraid interface. Alrighty, here we are. Let's see if she comes to life. Alrighty, disk 5 is in error state, disk missing. Funny that, sorry about pointing the camera at the screen. Alright, so over here, disk 5 missing, no device. I can tell it to use the new 8TB. All existing data on this device will be overwritten when array is started. That's perfectly fine. It'll rebuild what data was on that drive. The two cache drives are sitting at 35 and 37 degrees, doing nothing. Let's start the array. Mounting disks. It says disk 5 drive not ready, content being reconstructed. There it is. It's not actually much data on that disk 5 because I moved most of it off. That's why all the other drives are full. So I'll have to go back through my shares and re-enable disk 5 in here so it'll start using them again. But I'll let this parity reconstruction happen before I do that. It's going about 920 megasecond at the moment, fluctuating. That will take quite a while. Anyway, while that's happening, I can dump some stuff onto the cache and just check the temperatures. So just to get the accurate temperature right now, this one's 37 degrees. Let me open something here. Grab my 386 laptop video. Copy that onto there. That should be going onto the cache. It's going a little bit slower than I normally expect an SSD across gigabit to go, but the server is pretty busy rebuilding that drive. So we'll cut it a bit of slack. 72 megasecond. See if we can get an up-to-date temperature on that. Right, it's at 44. See, previously it was getting into the 70s. We don't want that. This is the sort of thing that was happening, but previously it would get into the 70s temperature-wise, and it would drop down to 30 or 40 megasecond. Terrible. I'd like it to stay below 60. The server thinks anything above 50 is failing, but for a solid state drive it's probably okay. A spinning hard drive you wouldn't want above 50. It's at 59. Yeah, so maybe the NAND chips are getting hot. This one's at 60. See, its worst case was 79. Server's a little bit busy. Temperature is 61 and 60. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm still not super happy with it. And the write speed's not fantastic. But at least they're not burning up. That's the main thing, I think. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated if I decide to go back in there and do something else with those drives. Hit that subscribe button, and if you're able to, check out my Patreon and my Ko-fi page. Your support's greatly appreciated. Thanks guys. Stay caffeinated.